Yes, so as you can see, this is the main Jaeger UI, and currently there is no other traces of Redis gateway. So now you are making a request for the list of buckets in the Redis gateway, and the request has been completed. Let's see its traces. So here, if I reload it, let me reload, and here I have Redis gateway client process trace. I will see its spans, and for a single request, see, it is fetching me 4 spans. Out of these 4 spans, only this span, see here it is showing 8 span, and this span has been responsible for executing the request of getting the list of buckets. Okay, and the remaining of these 3 spans, these are failed spans, means the Redis gateway actually creates threads of request for a single client request, and out of this only one of those threads successfully completes a request and remaining are just failed. Whichever thread completes the request first, that that thread gets returned to the client first. So this has been done to make the process a little bit faster, but when we get its traces, we get all the traces, and no matter if the span is successful or not, it will show us all the spans. So to filter the only successful spans, what we will need to do is, in the tag box we will enter this operation success is equals to true. So if I do it again, find traces, then see here it is giving me only single span, and this single span is responsible for actually successfully executing the client request and returning the list of buckets. Okay, so now we will see one more example, and it will be of creating a container in the Redis in the Ceph cluster. So here my container name is Abhi, and I am putting that container. Okay, let me comment out this one. Python test.py. Now I'm waiting for the request to be completed. Okay, so now my request is completed, and if I do this again, I am getting, see, this successful span. This request has also created more than one span, but here I am getting a single span because I have this tag is equals to true, means you have to enter this command to get only successful spans. The time taken by it is 12 seconds, and here you can see its whole graph. Create bucket, execute, means the whole span is there. This is the successful span which is responsible for carrying out the client's request. So now I will do one more request. I will have to edit the Python file. So what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to put an object in that bucket. So my object file is same as this test.py, which I am using it to test my test this to give clients a request. So let's do it. I will again execute this. Yeah, so my request is completed, and we will see its span. We'll do here it again, and here I am getting this thing. This span is responsible for showing me the traces, which is responsible for putting an object to my container. It took total of 8.38 seconds, and here you can see RGW put object execute. Okay, so now there will be one more problem, because see, when we do 3 operations, we are getting this one for putting the object, this one for creating a bucket, and this one for listing the bucket. But in a real case scenario, what will happen that multiple requests are there, more than 100 or so. So the developer may be confused to select which span he wants to see. So for example, if a developer wants to see an of operation of creating a bucket list, so what I need to do is I need to give one more tag, and this will be of operation type, and this operation type's value will be equal to from this section. 1 minute. Yeah, so see, here you have rgw op type enum. So here you can see there are many types like rgw op get object. This will going to give you this will give you the object of a container, and this is of listing of buckets. This type is actually responsible for listing the buckets. So if I give this value here, operation type is equals to this, and I do find traces. 1 second. Yeah, so as I was telling you, the developer might have multiple successful spans, because in real life scenario there can be more than 1,000 requests also. So to check for a particular span, like checking for the spans of the request, like the list of buckets. Okay, so what we will need to do is we need to add one more tag. This will be operation type is equals to, and this operation type, suppose I want to get the list of bucket span. So here it is defined in the rgw common.h the various rgw operations type. So from here, if I want to get the list of buckets, I will select this rgw op list buckets, sorry, and if I paste it here and do a trace, so see, it is fetching me the result of that span only, which is responsible for listing the buckets in a Redis gateway cluster. Similarly, if I want to get the trace of the operations, like putting the object in a container, the last operation which we did, so for that we need to do is we need to search it here, that which is the operation, that which operation is here is responsible for putting the object in the container. And see, I found this rgw put object, and if I copy this and paste this and find these traces, I am getting this span. Now this span has been actually responsible for putting the object in the container. So like this, it will be very easy for a developer to go through single spans only, and to go through each of the single spans if he knows what type of operation type what type of operation types spans he wants, and he can easily get that operation times from here rgw common.h file. And operation.successful is equal to true is actually ensuring us to give only the successful spans that has been actually yielding us the result. Okay, thank you.